Hi, I'm Not Yet Dead, and welcome back to Riverside Farm. Okay, so lots and lots of jobs to do. Oh, my screen's suddenly gone blank. I'll just have to wait for it to reappear. There we go. So I've got a few things set up. You'll notice the money's going down. That's because we have a worker starting to harvest our onion field. I have, of course, just realised that as soon as he is full, there's no trailer for him to empty into, because it's down here connected to the bone. No, hang on, wait. It's connected to the forage harvester because we're about to start the corn harvest. Okay. I could take that truck up. I could use the smaller one. Oh no, is it literally just... It's literally just switched over. You are kidding me. I checked it. I should have... I keep forgetting to switch growth off overnight. It's just ticked over to growth, another growth stage. So that now means I can't lime it. Oh, that's so annoying. Okay. And also, as you'll notice, I can't keep up at the moment. I've got it on slow and I still can't. Field 31 is already ready to harvest and I've only put one layer of fertilisation on it, as is field 28. Field 30, luckily, I did manage to get a second level on. Field 33, I have sprayed. So field 29 and 33, the grass fields, they have had a second level of fertilisation, but I was rather hoping to get the lime on here. Not to worry, we will go and put the lime then on, oh geez, field numbers, 32. That was a bit annoying. I should have stopped the growth. I should have stopped it overnight, and I forgot. And I keep forgetting to do it, but I really shouldn't. So yeah, lots done towards the tail end of last night. Just moving equipment around. I finished picking up all the straw that's now in the silo, so field, whatever this field here is, has been cultivated. Did I cultivate it in the end? I think I might have done, you know. Yeah, I've cultivated field 34, it's done. No, I haven't. Yes, I have. Sorry, not with it at all. I've been and got the corn harvester, which is currently sitting here with the forage harvester, the corn header, which is currently sitting here with the forage harvester. And yes, I've put fertilisation on the two grass fields. And yes, we've got a worker on field 13 doing the onions. Doesn't look like the yield's quite as high as it was for field 12. Field 12, we'd already finished fertilising, cultivating, and I've taken the cultivator, or plough, actually plough stroke, it's a ripper, isn't it? The subsoiler over to field 39, because we're going to connect 49, because we're going to connect 49 and 62 together. Oh, there's an awful lot of jobs to be done. So, let's get this lined, and then I can think about what. I think I'm going to put one of the two new crops in here. I don't know which one yet. We'll just do it as a standard crop, and then we'll do the same on what was the carrot field as well. That's really rubbish, isn't it? I'm nowhere near the edge of the field. That's better. And then that's good. As you can see, just through there, I've got the trailer hopefully now positioned correctly. It looks like there might be walls sitting outside it again already. Hopefully positioned so that it may just I need to nudge it every now and again to make sure. But yeah, I'm hopefully positioned it so that it's either automatically picking up the wall, or that basically by going over there and tweaking it a little bit, it will do so. It looks like I might need to tweak it a little bit. But yeah, so that's all okay. I did clean up the animals yesterday with Sadie, but I do need to go around again, clean them up again, and now feed them and water them properly. So at some point during the day today, may not be in this episode, maybe in the next one, we'll do that too. There's just so much to do. But it's fine, and we've got 5 days or so while we wait for the compost to I mean, it says ferment, but I mean to compost really is the process, right? It's composting, creates compost. Yep, it's okay. So the onions definitely lower yield than the carrots then. Crikey, that's interesting. Though to be fair, he didn't start right at the top of the field, but still, for him only to be 80% now, and he's probably already on his way back down on his third strip. So yeah, that's very interesting already, which is good actually, because it means he'll need less maintenance from me. Yeah, I might swap over the trailers then actually. Maybe we'll run the big trailer up to the onion field, do that, and then we can just plow through the trees, and then we can use the smaller one, cramper, for here. I probably will get to the point where I may stop turning over the fields, but I do want to do this one again, put some normal crop and just harvest it, and then we'll do the same in the carrot field. I may or may not do another round of corn in one of the fields, perhaps in that one over there actually. Maybe that's what we'll put in there. We'll plant corn in it, just again to top up our bunker silo. Might do the same with the grass in the 2 grass fields. I don't need any more grass or hay, that's for sure. Though I have got one thing I would quite like to do, which we could do on here. Equally, we could do that on another map. Not sure why we've suddenly stopped. But we'll just finish off this strip. And quickly, because we're burning through line. And then I'm going to get workers just to keep running across the field. And look, helper bees have got a full grain tank. Now seems a really good idea to run up to the onion field. We can spend a little bit of time up there. We'll get him emptied and do a little bit of the onions, and then we'll come back and get on with the corn harvest. Actually, where is a good point to get this nice and square-ish? I think about that. Maybe a little bit further. That was just rubbish. But you know what, I'm going to have to do this bit myself now when I look at the state of it. Seriously. Right, I'll see you at the onion field. Oh, look at that, straight opposite. I knew it was here somewhere like that. I guess I don't need the indicators on. Straight across then is our harvester. Crikey, this is a big field. I think it is slightly bigger than the carrot field was, which I think was field 12, wasn't it? This is field 13. Hopefully that should be about right? Yeah. Took a second to think about it, but it's okay now. Again, there's weeds in here. You know, there was in the carrot field too. But already he's done, I mean, I started him from the gate, so he was a good 3/4 of the way down this strip. There's a little bit I'll have to do later, just because it's slightly edge to the field. And then he's come down, gone up, and started to come back down halfway down that. So he's done a good 2+ strips, right? Blooming workers messed up my steering. Out. Just need to figure out where it was. Some lights on. Yeah, so it looks to me as though onion yield, oh great, now's a great time for my controller to start messing about. Looks like onion yield is slightly lower than carrot yield. But I guess we'll see. Actually, is that reflected? Because we should be able to figure that out. Is that reflected in the prices at all? I suppose on average they're a little bit higher, but there's not a lot in it really. There's not a lot in it at all. Yeah, it's going to be another big old job for this harvester. Certainly going to get our money's worth out of it. I mean, I still need to go through some of the stuff I've already recorded and figure out how many times we actually emptied the carrot harvester. I still need to do that. How many times we emptied the trailer. I can't remember if it was 2 and a bit or 3 and a bit, which, you know, when you're talking 250,000 litres is quite a significant difference. Yeah, quite nice to get this started actually. I left off a day, might have been 2 days in the end. I'm recording these quite quickly at the moment. I'm sort of focusing on getting a bulk batch of Riverside videos done, and then I might focus a bulk batch of something else. It just gets easier from a continuity perspective for me to remember where we are, what we did, what's happening next. It gets really confusing, even just day to day, you know, because if I do a different farm video every day in terms of recording, then actually, you know, by the time I've, you know, been around well, it's now 3 maps that I'm playing on. Though I'm guessing by now I've probably started releasing. Oh, there's a shed here, didn't I? That was there. Probably started releasing my Attingham Park videos, but I haven't got enough space to have Attingham Park and Riverside downloaded at once. So it kind of made sense to. I really don't like that. There we go. That should do it. Yeah, it's easier to do, you know, a few of these, and then I can build up, and then I can download Attingham Park, do a few on there, etc. But equally, it's just easier because otherwise, even doing a farming video a day, that's still 4 days, 3 or 4 days between doing one on each map, and it just gets really confusing. So I'm bulk recording Riverside at the moment en masse, which is actually kind of fun. And get myself a good backlog of videos so that I've got a good cushion, and then I'll move on and do a few on something else. I did do a couple of No Man's Land the other day, which again it helped, just doing them back to back. Helper deal stop, tank is empty, right? So the helper's run out of line. Okay, that's fine. There's no major urgency to do that build. I just realised it needed doing. We hadn't done any lining for a while, so I thought we'd do some. But I can pop back in a minute. Just thought while we're here, we might as well get this strip done and sort of beyond the gate, so that we tidy up this edge of the field at least. There'll be stuff to do top and bottom. I mean, I might, maybe at some point I'll come around and do a couple of headlands. I may not consistently, depending on what's going on, I may not consistently record, you know, back to back half a day per video, which is kind of what I've been doing, kind of what I'm doing on most of my maps at the moment. It's just half a day at times 5 with a little bit of stuff off screen or an occasional bit of time lapse. Just seems to work quite well in terms of length. It's simple, it's straightforward, but I may occasionally do I might occasionally do some stuff off screen or spread a whole video over a day, so that, you know, otherwise there's some of this stuff's going to get a bit repetitive, you know. Plus, not to mention, to be honest, I want to make some progress. FS22 is coming quick, and I'm simply going to run out of time to make progress on all of my maps. Although we have at least by now. Ellengrat is done with, and we'll move over to Attingham Park a little more, but there's still a lot to do, both stuff that I want to finish on here, there's stuff to do on well, No Man's Land is kind of going to continue. I really want to get more of Spectacle Island done. I may or may not also continue that sporadically after the FS22 move. Let me know what you think. Do you still want to see some of this stuff that's more story driven, which actually, unfortunately, of course, now also includes Attingham Park, which is going to make it really hard. No Man's Land I want to do, for me, as much as anything else. I've invested a heck of a lot of time in building that map, and I've still got a lot of ideas that I want to do. So for right now, I'm going to do that. But if you know, let me know what you think about Attingham Park and the Farmer's Life vlog, in terms of, do I continue with it after FS22? I will be on FS22 as well, without question. It's ordered. I'm actually planning on taking a day off work on the day of release, so we can do a couple of nice long streams or something. Yeah, we'll see. But yeah, let me know. Let me know what you think. Right, so we'll finish off this strip, and I think I will fill up the harvester. So I'll start doing a headland just to get the harvester full. I'll start going around a little bit just to reduce the amount of that we'll frankly be doing anyway at some point. So I'll fill up the harvester while I'm here, may as well. And then I'll see you back at the main farm. Right, okay, so, yep, lime. We're down at the farm shop. Just because I remember reading that lime here is free. I just run out. I didn't have any in the silo, so I thought I may as well come fill it up. We haven't been here to do that before, so there we go. Yeah, so time's moved on a little bit. I actually did quite a lot. I filled up the harvester and then filled it again, which basically was enough to put 2 headlands top and bottom of the field and one length. I basically did the headland top and bottom, and headland at the top, the one we were at, did 1 length down the bottom, did a couple of headlands at the bottom, and a tiny little bit more, and that was enough to fill it again. So yeah, onion harvest has been emptied twice. Yeah, so we'll just get this line finished. I'm actually thinking when we come to, because I've been umming and ahhing, we've got the Caffini, the new mobile liquid sprayer, but I was thinking, is that really big enough to do the big field that we've just ploughed and we need to sow? But actually, I could do, because it's been a really long time since I've done it, actually use this. Base game, not used it for ages. We could load it up with fertilizer. I don't know if it'll be enough, to be honest. Probably not. But yeah, that could be an option. So we do 1 layer of fertilization with this and then 1 with the liquid spray. We could do that. I may as well finish this off myself, to be honest, by the time I set a worker on it. Might as well just bloom and do it, really. You know, if I just missed a bit. Oh no, yeah, I did. Okay. That's a good shot, isn't it? Look at that. Nice. Right, I'll just quickly, actually, you know what am I doing? We'll just keep going around in circles. Sorry if that made you dizzy. Ooh, and you missed a bit here as well. Any other chunks that you missed? No. Actually, that's true. Any chunks he's missed? I just thought. Right. Yeah, little bits here and there. Okay. But that is all right. So we'll just do that, then we'll do this. And it looked like the worst bit was just over there. I'm not going to worry about every single little spot, because that would be silly. Mind you, to be fair, it's just a line in each direction, isn't it? Pretty much. In fact, we've even got a starting line that we can easily see. Whoa, hang on. What's going on? What's going on? That's better. In 22, they'll bring out. It's a mod on PC. I forget what they called it. Something like Real Color or something. So basically, obviously you get mud, and actually with seasons you do get a sort of a greying, almost salted effect rather than snow. On your tyres, but you don't get, white tyres from lime, you don't get green tyres from grass, blah blah. But there is actually a mod for PC that does do that. It would be awesome if they did that in 22 in base game. That would be really good, actually. Just a nice little thing. It's quite a nice thing to see on. You really notice it on seasons when you're in snow, and it's quite nice. And I don't. To me, it doesn't look so much like snow. It more looks like road salt, actually. There's a bit. There's a bit. There's a bit. There we go. That should be right, actually. Is that better? Pretty much. Good enough. Right. We best get on with that corn harvest, otherwise we're not going to have time to do any before episode end. Just grab the truck here, take that over. Very strange, most peculiar. I was moaning about it for ages, but when, if you'd known me for a while, you've probably heard me talking about it when I first got my PS5, but I've just had the new update installed on my machine, and it's taken away the little recording symbol that appears at the top of the screen. Now, I complained about it when it first came out because it was there. I didn't complain that it was there, but it was there on your screenshots if you took screenshots during recording. I actually quite like the fact there was a little recording clock at the top. They've taken it off. It's now really off-putting that it's not there, because actually I have nothing to tell me that I'm recording, and actually I'd kind of got used to almost the security of having it there, you know? It's kind of funny. I'll have a look and see if I can, if it's a setting, because if it doesn't appear I quite like it being there. If it doesn't appear in your old screenshots, no issues at all. I do like that. It is funny. I'm not sure if I've showed that before. It's very cool. Can elevate your position. Right, let's have that on. I need to remember to take it off because, you know, otherwise it does funny things when you don't. If you've not watched any of the early ones, jump back a couple, you'll see what I mean. It's because of the connector that I'm using at the back. Right, this isn't going to go real far, to say the least, and I don't really need the extended pipe with this, but there you go, we got it anyway. Right, so let's jump through to the front there. And let's get on. This will be kind of fun. This will be, it's probably better using this trailer, to be fair, anyway, because yeah, the other one's a bit big for this field. Right, let's crack on. Corn silage. Not done this for a wee while, actually. Must have done it. Actually, or did I? You know what? I don't know. Hang on. Yeah, no, I did. I did do a corn silage on No Man's Land. Of course I did. But that was it. That was a little while ago now. Because the last corn I did, at least of scale, was for corn for a change rather than silage, just for a bit of variety. So yeah, this will be. Yeah, because there you go. Look, that's already that's 11,000 litres. So already the trailer's a quarter way full, and we are not even one full length of the field. Okay. Oh, good. It's kind of what we need. What did I put in here? Is that soybeans? Oh, nice. Now, shall we all crop that? That's not bad reversing, is it, with a dolly? It reverses quite nicely, keeps it nice and straight. I'll give us a nice headland. Might go around a couple of times, actually. Slightly concerned that we won't make it back. I haven't got crop destruction on, we're just playing for fun, so I'm not going for super realism, as you may have noticed by some of the equipment that I'm using. Yeah, it's filling up lovely. Actually, I kind of like using this trailer on here, actually. The other one, I mean, it's awesome because of sheer volume, but to be honest, it did feel a little bit big. This doesn't feel quite so silly. Not there's anything wrong with silly. Again, it's part of that. It's not the intention to be silly on this map, but it sure is that it's kind of fun. Yeah, so I've got to think about. So as I mentioned, I might start skipping days, but actually, you know what? I don't think I will. Not today. I had said that I'd sort of, that I might start. That wasn't so good. I had said that I might sort of start. Yeah, I've jackknifed it. That's going to take a bit of loosening. Right, that's better. Right, now then, shouldn't be too bad actually if I concentrate, because it's rear wheel steer. You've got a little bit more control over it than you might do normally. But yeah, because I had said that I might start sort of doing day per video, or at least skipping bits here and there, rather than half day, because to be honest, a lot of the stuff's going to start getting quite repetitive. But you know what? Actually, we've got 2 fields to seed, and obviously keep on the onion harvest. I think that'll be the next episode. Is we'll get this field seed. Well, actually, the field on the right, the bigger field, will get seeded. The far field at the back there will get planted. I'm going to put corn in that one again. I don't know what to do about that field. Do I want to all crop it? I could do. part of the fun of this is actually I want to see how much silage I can get, because actually at the end what I'm going to do is I'm going to sell at least the majority of the silage that we've made here, probably not all of it to be fair, because you know I would, if I was continuing, keep some for the cows, but I sure as heck don't need the amount that I've got, not straight away. Yeah, we're nearly full. I thought that might happen. We've got a bit of weeds down here, but just cycle through. Yeah, so actually that doesn't go too bad, does it really? Because I can now just do that. But yeah, it's a bit, I've lost my timer. What I really liked about it was the fact that I had, so not only did it tell me that I was recording, which is, pardon me, quite comforting, but it also told me how long for. It's less of a concern for these, because I keep these quite, but it is handy for knowing, right, okay, now this section's getting too long, I need to crack on and move on a little bit, or just keeping in mind, okay, I've already recorded so much, so this is how much I've got left. You know, it just helps me keep a track on where I am, what I'm doing. But actually it also applies massively to train videos, which can tend to creep up a little bit too close to the sort of 45-minute, 50-minute, even an hour mark. And same with the truck recordings that I do. So with the on the road, yeah, I'll have a look and see. I kind of got used to kind of reconcile the fact that I always have that at the top of my images, and the reality is, of course, the stills it takes are at 4K, so I've got plenty of scope to zoom in a little bit if I need to. It's not too much of an issue, to be fair. Right, I'm gonna take this round and we'll go put it in a silo, and I guess I'll see you in a minute. Right, so let's try and get this nice and neat. Move the truck out of the way, which is actually going to be easier said than done. If I put it there, should be all right. Just I've got enough room to get out. I do. Wow, that's a long way away. And then should reasonably easily. There we go. Nice. Okay, carrying on. I won't show re-unload. Yeah, I was just thinking, so I think, yeah, next episode, I still need to feed the animals, and I haven't done that on screen for a while, so it'd be kind of nice to do that. I need to give the cows some straw, give them some water. I need to have a look, actually, as well, and figure out how we're doing in terms of manure and slurry, because I was just thinking it'd be nice to use a slurry spreader. Oh yeah, crikey, definitely. In fact, we even have a slurry spreader. So maybe I'll sell the manure and we'll just use a slurry spreader, because we've already got it. And I have just done a load of manure spreading on no man's land, so maybe we'll use slurry. We'll use the slurry spreader we got. It's one of the base games one, which is fine. I need to go get it. I can't remember where it is. You do start with it, but it's buried at one of the farms, so we need to go get it. But yeah, so we'll go check that out. And I've got a bit of overlap, but it's fine. I'm just trying to keep a nice neat line. Might go around again, because if I do decide to use a work on this at any point, he'll need the manoeuvring room at top and bottom. So we'll just go around again, which will be slightly less, so we'll easily get to the same point, if not a bit further. I suppose we have a little bit extra from the bottom. But of course, each time you go in, each row is slightly shorter. But yeah, so I think I will do a little bit off screen of various things. I might start some of the planting or some of the seeding. I need to get them all set up, make sure the planters are prepared, full of seed, blah blah. Need to think about actually as well selecting a suitable seeder to go and oh, I've messed that up, haven't I? To go and sow. Oh, I really have messed that up. Oh wait, hang on, just no. Yep, got it. Yeah, suitable seeder to go and sow the large carrot field with whatever we're going to put in it next. I haven't decided which of the new crops, but one of them might as well put sorghum in. That'd be kind of fun, wouldn't it? So yes, I need to get a seeder. So I need to have a look and pick one, but I'm going to lease it, so I won't get it until we're ready. It's because I could buy it. I'm burning through money, partly because of leasing costs actually. So probably now is a good time to reflect on the number of vehicles and pieces of equipment that I have that are leased, chief of which is actually this, but of course I'm still using it. Maybe that's a good reason not. I don't need to go silly with the thingy. I was talking of getting 1 million litres, mind you. Actually, I mean, let's face it, we've already had what, 59 off here, and if I do the other field there, which is actually, I think, same size, slightly bigger. I'm going to do both grass fields again because I don't need grass, and then maybe we'll just harvest the soybeans, actually, just to reduce the leasing costs on this beast. And then of course we've got our potatoes to harvest as well. So yeah, lots to do. But as I said before, I might be at the point where I stop turning over the fields and worrying too much about them. We've still got, right, this one, that one over there, potatoes over there, that grass field, that field to seed and harvest, that grass field, that field to plant and harvest, the big onion field to harvest, and the big carrot field to be reseeded and harvested. There's plenty to be done. Oh, and I still have a field that I wanted to plough out, just to do it, frankly, just because it looked fun. There we go, full again, didn't quite make it round, but at least we are closer to the truck. That was rubbish. What was that? There we go, that'll do. Ish. Yeah, just about. Actually, that could have been better too, but we've got enough room. So we'll empty this and then we'll call it a day for now, and I will see you on the next one. So yeah, I might get a few things staged, a bit like I did this time, really. So we're reducing the amount of time we're driving around randomly. So maybe we'll get the seeder ready to seed that field, get the planter ready to plant that field, have a couple of tractors handy, all that kind of jazz. And yeah, I didn't do that very well, did I? I'm too far in, clearly. And the onion harvester needs emptying again. Oh wow, really? It really won't come in from that angle. Well, that's slightly unfortunate, isn't it? Okay, then I really did mess that up. We haven't got crop destruction on it, it's fine. And I'll get a little bit more of this done as well, otherwise it's going to start getting a bit repetitive. Because between emptying this trailer and going and emptying the onion harvester, which, by the way, is nearly at the point at which I'll need to sell it. So we've already got, I think, 180,000 litres in the onion harvester. So yeah, we're already at the point where one more. So what I'm about to empty from it, and a bit more, and it will be. So maybe that's what we'll do. Is I'll get to that point. I say I'll set up a few things in the meantime. I'll get to that point, and then at the beginning of the next episode, we'll go do the first lot of onion selling, find out who's got our best price, and take it from there. But we'll just go and unload. This one unloads a bit slower, actually, than the 250,000 litre trailer. So I've had to set the cruise control a little bit slower accordingly. But yeah, so this our second, so that's now nearly 120,000 more litres of chaff we have in here. We'll easily hit that million mark. We're nowhere near going to fill it. That would be a massive job. There we go. There we go. Not very straight, but never mind. That'll do. Now I might struggle with this truck. I get this on here. Actually, yeah, that's not too bad. So I could do a little. I've got a minute to any, but I don't want to get too close to the edge because oh no, I broke it. Oh no, it's all right. Don't get too close to the edge because we'll lose a bit. I don't want to lose. We'll lose some anyway, but I don't want to lose too much if I can avoid it. Right, here we go. fill that in nicely. That'll mound. Beautiful. Lovely. Right. Okay, so I'll do a little bit more. As I said, we'll go and sort out the onion harvester, and I'll see you on the next one. We'll get some planting done and some seeding, and actually we'll sort out the animals. But I do hope you've enjoyed the video. If you did, likes and subscriptions are very much appreciated. And otherwise, take care of yourselves, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.